Have you ever wondered what happens when a superyacht stops being just a boat and becomes a piece of floating architecture? When technology and pure art crash into each other on the open sea, completely blurring the lines between luxury, design, and, well, just pure personal expression.
I mean, just look at this thing. It pretty much challenges everything we thought we knew about what a yacht is supposed to look like. This isn't just a small step forward. This feels like a total revolution in how we think about building for the water.
And that really gets to the heart of it, doesn't it? The whole vision here goes way beyond just getting from point A to point B. We're talking about creating these massive, definitive statement pieces that are honestly closer to high art than they are to your traditional luxury cruiser.
Now, you can probably guess this vision is aimed at a very specific audience. We're talking about collectors, people who see these vessels as truly unique assets. Think of it less like buying a boat and more like acquiring a masterpiece painting or a rare sculpture. It's a symbol of a legacy, one that's built on both beauty and incredible technology.
So who is the driving force behind these unbelievable concepts? I mean, they seriously look like they've sailed right out of a science fiction movie.
Well, the brand is called Alarnia International, and the mind behind all these incredible designs is Dr. Alexander Titomirov, a designer whose work really sits at the crossroads of naval innovation, material science, and pure invention.
The whole philosophy at Alarnia is all about fusion. Their goal is to merge that wild, futuristic geometry you see with the most cutting-edge materials out there. They're trying to create what they actually call architectural superyachts. And it's not just about how it looks. It's about backing up that radical design with real, practical, and sustainable tech, like advanced hybrid propulsion systems.
Okay, so you have to wonder, how do you actually build something this ambitious? How do you take these incredible computer renderings and turn them into a real, floating, seaworthy reality? Well, let's dive into the blueprint.
A huge part of the answer comes down to something called composite innovations. We're talking about really advanced materials, things like carbon fiber composites, that let you create these flowing, almost liquid shapes, forms that would be completely impossible to make with traditional steel or aluminum.
And here's where it gets really mind-blowing. This is a total game changer. Alarnia is planning to use a revolutionary nanopaste-based solar film. What that means is the entire surface of the yacht can generate power from the sun, not just a few panels stuck on the roof. It's a completely integrated, sustainable way to power the whole thing.
Their business model is just as innovative as their designs. By running their own dedicated shipyard, they get to control the entire process from start to finish. Dr. Titomirov is personally guiding the concept, and the whole build happens in-house. This gives them total quality control. And this vertical integration means they can skip all the subcontracting delays that just plague the industry and actually deliver these custom masterpieces way faster.
All right, so now that we get the philosophy and the tech behind it all, let's get back to the good stuff. Let's take a look at the absolutely breathtaking portfolio of designs that this kind of blueprint makes possible. Just look at the incredible range they have here. On one side, you've got these sleek, almost car-like sports vessels that look like they're going 100 miles an hour even when they're just standing still. And then on the complete other end of the spectrum, you have these towering, multi-deck megastructures that are basically private floating luxury resorts.
And that versatility just keeps going. I mean, here we see a design that just screams raw power and performance, right down to the helipad. And right next to it, a totally different idea. This elegant, sail-assisted cruiser that's all about sustainability and efficiency with its hybrid design. It really seems like there's a unique architectural language for whatever you can dream of.
And then there's this. This is one of their flagship concepts, and they call it the Infinity Palace. At a proposed 150 to 300 meters long, this is, it's less of a yacht and more of a private floating city. This is the absolute ultimate expression of Alarnia's ambition to create architectural art that lives on the water.
So, okay, the designs are absolutely incredible. The technology is straight out of the future. But the big question is there actually a market for something this radical? Let's take a quick look at the numbers and see why now might be the perfect time for this.
First off, let's talk about the scale of the opportunity here. It is immense. The global yacht market is projected to be worth over $51 billion. So this is not some niche hobby. We're talking about a massive global industry.
So, who are the potential customers for these floating palaces? Well, there are over 200,000 ultra-high net worth individuals around the world. And that's the core group of people for a bespoke luxury brand like Alarnia. But here's the most stunning number of all. Out of those more than 200,000 individuals, fewer than 1% of them currently own a superyacht. That just points to a massive, untapped market of potential buyers who are probably just waiting for something new, something completely different to come along.
So let's put the pieces together. You've got a huge market, a huge number of potential clients, and almost nobody's in it yet. And all the major trends, they're aligning perfectly for a company like Alarnia. The number of potential clients is growing. People's tastes are shifting big time towards futuristic designs, and there's this huge push for the exact kind of sustainable hybrid systems Alarnia is working on. And maybe most importantly, the very idea of a yacht is changing, from just a boat to a one-of-a-kind work of architectural art.
And that leads us all the way back to that central question. Alarnia is betting that the answer is a whole new era of luxury, innovation, and self-expression on the high seas. A future where your yacht is your palace.